Film debris! Alright, this is Temple. We're here doing funniest female performances. My first performance I'm going to talk about is this one. My Cousin Vinny. Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny. Very funny. She was working against Joe Pesci. It was about these two northeasterners, like New York, New Jersey people, who were going down south to try and help their cousin out of some legal trouble. And he's kind of learning as he's going for being a lawyer, trying to figure out how he's going to help his cousin. And she's there as support and trying to help him out and trying to figure out how she can support him and help him, but at the same time she can't hold back. The things she wants to say, things she's thinking, things she's going to do is very funny. She's very funny in this. I think she won an award for Best Supporting Actress for this movie. Maybe it was Best Actress. I think she won an award for Best Actress for this movie. You should definitely check out My Cousin Vinny. 1992, very funny. Check it out.
My first pick for female funny performances would have to be Anna Faris in House Bunny. Here it is, right here. She was hilarious. She's got this, weird, stupidness about her, I guess you could say, that just makes it funny. Like the references she uses. She was like, "Oh my God, you scared me. My heart's pounding like a nail." Like, really? It sounds stupid me saying it, but watch the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. She's just funny. It was really a really good performance. It was definitely a chick flick, but one that was worth watching because she made it funny. She held herself through the whole thing. I don't know, she's got this this persona about her that she's always got to be dumb in her movies. And this one she was dumb, but it also became funny in a way. So just be prepared when you watch it. But definitely on my top, Anna Faris, House Bunny. Check it out.
Rebel Wilson. We all know her. We all love her. Fat Amy. She gave herself that name. That's how funny she is. She is funny. In Pitch Perfect, she was funny. In Bridesmaids, she was funny. She had the infected tattoo, and you was like, what is that? Like a tapeworm, and it went all around her back? That's just funny. That is funny. And she's willing to take a joke. She's willing to take a joke. I mean, come on. She called herself Fat Amy, and she's not the skinniest girl in the world, but she owns it. And that makes her funny and confident. And I had to pick her. I'm sure a lot of you guys, or girls, would agree with me on this one. Rebel Wilson, Fat Amy.
Alright, my next pick, I'm going to have to sneak in this one here. Airplane. Julie Haggerty in Airplane. It's a must-watch film. If you haven't seen it, I'm surprised you haven't seen it. Every comedy that's out now owes something to Airplane. It's very funny. All the little bits and pieces and all the lines, there's so many one-liners that are memorable. But Julie Haggerty in Airplane, Airplane 2, she was in Noises Off, she was in a lot of old comedies like that where she just kind of played the kind of clueless straight woman. But she was very funny in Airplane. There's a lot of parts in it where she kind of has to play the part where she's innocent because she's playing with Leslie Nielsen here, and Leslie Nielsen's kind of this wall of no emotion where he gets to say these straight lines and all these other characters have to work around him and kind of react to how he talks. And, just the way her voice is so light and it just makes everything sound so soft. She's very funny in this movie. If you haven't seen Airplane, go see Airplane. You don't have to see Airplane 2. But see Airplane. It's one of those Zucker movies. They did a lot of these slapstick type of movies. Very funny. Definitely go watch Airplane. And any of their other ones, we got Airplane, we got Naked Gun, of course, and maybe Hot Shots, so it's not as good. But Zucker movies, they're very funny. You gotta go see it. Airplane.
And my next pick is Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. Now, they came out with the 1 and 2, but I just wanted to focus on number 1. She was really funny in Legally Blonde. She was just like this ditzy college girl that she just had her dog with her all the time, and just the little things that she was doing, the airhead jokes or whatever, it was just really funny. And the bend and snap, you guys know the bend and snap.
You bend and snap.
It's just hilarious. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yeah, it might be a chick flick, but it's still a funny performance by Reese Witherspoon. Legally Blonde.
And my next pick would have to be Christine Taylor. Christine Taylor was hilarious in Dodgeball. That's the movie that I'm going to pick that she was from. And I mean, in that movie, it was like an all-star cast. There's a bunch of funny people, Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. But most of all, I liked her because Ben Stiller's character kept hitting on her, and all of her rebuttals and all of her like comebacks and quick whips at him was just hilarious. I mean, she threw up in her mouth at one point. How could that not be funny? So, Christine Taylor, Dodgeball.
And the number one movie I'm going to talk about is Fargo, 1996 Fargo. Frances McDormand in Fargo. How could you go wrong? Coen Brothers always do an excellent, amazing job. Some of my favorite indie actors are in here too. Of course, Frances McDormand, but you got William H. Macy and Steve Buscemi. But Frances McDormand just kind of holds the performance together throughout the whole thing. She's just, she won an award for this. She just goes through the whole thing straight. She keeps the character good and whole all the way through, and it's really great how the character begins and ends, and throughout all this stuff, she's still the same person. It's very funny. Just the little things in the movie, especially in the very, very beginning of the movie when it tells you, gives you the warning about what you're about to see in the movie, and then the little parts where, the northern kind of Canadian-American border area of the country, all the little things like, oh yeah, those things like that. It's very straight performance, very kind of subtle, but she does a great job. Of course, the Coens know what they're doing when they're making a movie. How can you go wrong with Fargo? Fargo's my number one pick. Funniest female performance sneaks in there because she doesn't hit you over the head with it. She hits you in the heart, which hurts even more. Fargo.
And my top pick is Emma Stone from Easy A. Easy A was a funny movie. Emma Stone is in high school, and it's basically about high school kids and how rumors start, and it's something small, and it becomes so huge. Well, Emma Stone gets in the middle of a little rumor like that, and it becomes big. Well, instead of just shunning it and running from it, she ends up embracing her rumor, and she's going through high school. It's really funny. Then she does a webcam, and so the movie's about her webcam and how she finds out some other things that are going on. I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but she finds out something that happens, and she's telling it through the webcam, and everybody subscribes to it and whatnot. It's really funny. She has her moments where she's just there's one part where her grandma gives her birthday card, and there's a song playing. Really funny. Emma Stone, great job. Easy A. Check it out.
And my number one pick would have to be Cameron Diaz in There's Something About Mary. I mean, first of all, the movie itself is just really funny. And she was working opposite of Ben Stiller. And she really came with the jokes. She carried her weight throughout the movie, and she was just as funny. So anyone who could be opposite of Ben Stiller, someone that funny, and still not get outshined, it's got to be a winner. I mean, she looked pretty much the same as you see Cameron Diaz in every movie. She's found the fountain of youth, and she never ages. I mean, from The Mask all the way to Bad Teacher, she still looks the same. Cameron Diaz.
Real quick, honorable mention, Jane Lynch. She's really funny in a lot of movies, but little roles, So I couldn't just pick her and rely on her single role in this movie. So role models, 40-Year-Old Virgin, she does a really good job, funny, but none of that matters. She gets the last word.
I sometimes have a feeling I can do crystal meth, but then I think, better not.